Are you looking for ways to make millions of coins in Madden 21 Ultimate Team without spending a lot of money? Tired of facing teams in Weekend League with a God Squad and you can't afford certain cards? Become a YouTube member today and get instant access to my #1 coin making method ebook, which is available to all Stranger Gang Plus members and higher. The link to become a YouTube member can be found in the description of every single video of mine, and as soon as you join, just check the community section to find all the videos, which are updated weekly. This is a method that's not dependent on any promo. It works all year round and is the #1 coin making method and has made me millions of coins in MUT throughout the years. Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. It's Friday, so that means the 50 is here. Unfortunately, no Most Feared promo. As far as I can tell, there was no mention of it in the Good Morning Madden stream as well. Last year, Most Feared came out October 18th. Today is October 16th. So we still got a little bit of time. Hopefully early next week we get it rather than next Friday. But honestly, I could see it not coming out until next Friday because that still gives you like 6 days before Halloween. There's just a little bit of lead time into the holiday, obviously, and the whole Most Feared aspect of players morphing and whatnot. So we'll see. But no news, unfortunately, on Most Feared. The only thing I would expect for the rest of this week is just Legends tomorrow. But let's talk about the brand new 50 cards. We got 3 of them, and we're actually going to be adding one of them to the squad in this video. So you guys will see that in a moment. Don't forget to play your solos, but I do want to show you guys, Popular Stranger has been slacking. With the weekly 50 solos, they do not expire. So this is a question that I get asked a lot. And to answer your question, here it is. I didn't finish week 3 yet. We're slacking, my bad here. But you can continue to play them after. So I actually haven't played any of them at all. So I gotta get my stuff together, right? But don't forget, man, we're getting closer, but we're still a little bit far away. Once we get to, what is it, week number 8, or tier number 8, I should say, 52 stars. Right now, we have a possible, I think, 22 plus 12 is 24, 36. I think we have a possible of 36 right now, maybe 34. Maybe I just can't count it all. I'm not sure. Anyway, once you get to that tier 8, you're going to get a nat stacked player from weeks 1 through 7. So from the first week releases up through week 7, you're going to get one of those cards. It will not be a fantasy pack, but if you continue to play your solos, you're basically going to get a free card. And by that time, I would think that those cards would be 93 overalls. We'll get to 93s. We're still in the 92s now. I still think next week will be 92 overalls. And then from there, not sure what they're going to do. Hopefully they announce when they're going up to 93s, because that means the set pieces, the lower tier cards, the fresh players, will probably go up 1 in overall as well. And you know, we kind of got caught slipping last week with that. But make sure you play those solos. Don't let yourself get too far behind, because if you do, you're gonna be scrambling to try to get the rest of them done. And they're typically not too difficult, pretty easy. Usually takes, I'd say, 20 minutes to do both of them combined. Now, of course, with brand new 50 cards in the in stores or whatever, or in packs, I should say, we got new packs. That was terrible use of the English language, but never mind all that. If you're going to be opening up packs today or at any point for the rest of the year, and you want to show me some support, use my creator code down below, left part of your screen, where you would normally hit square on Xbox, square on PlayStation, X on Xbox. To add points, you're going to go ahead and hit that button. If you get an error message when you do that, by the way, it's been happening to everybody. You got to restart your app. That should clear it away. Once you get to this screen, square on PlayStation, X on Xbox, I got it right the second time, you're going to be able to enter a promo code. If you want to use my code, listen, it's not going to give you any additional, pricing or any discount on packs, but it does support me. You'll see this verification message. It's a support a creator code for me. And if you want to show me some support, you're going to be opening up packs anyways. I truly would appreciate that. You see it on the whiteboard as well. Hashtag EA Partner. And thank you guys so much for all of you that continue to use my code. You guys are awesome. Now, every single week we get the $1.50 pack refresh, which is always fun to open. Let's go ahead and open it up right here live on stream. See, or not stream, but video, and see if we can get a full card And we do not. We got 82, which is Vernon Davis, one of the cards that's coming out later today. And I didn't think ahead. I bought all cards that I needed to do a set today. I probably should have bought one less because I knew I was going to be opening up that pack. Now remember, the weekly Elite Fantasy Pack refreshes as well. That's always good to kind of risk it. I normally open it once a week. I might not. I'm probably also not going to open up bundles. I've been opening like 2 of these bundles every single Friday, and I shouldn't even say almost, every single Friday out of the toppers, my wife, Miss Pop, pulls a full card, a 91 or a 92. We'll have some video highlights coming up soon of that. But I think I'm going to skip out on the bundles. I'm spending a little bit more money than I should be on MUT Pack, especially when I'm so good at making coins, because I tell you, if you guys watch the intro to this video and probably several other videos, I've been promoting these coin making ebooks that I've been putting out, and we put out a new method this week that is available to all YouTube members. We got a pretty good head start on the cards this week, so if you didn't know by now who they are, we got Antonio Cromartie, Patrick Willis, and Vernon Davis. And guess what? Right now in this video, we got enough cards to get Antonio Cromartie done. Now I will tell you, the method that I put out, it is a little time consuming, but if you get a head start for next week on it, I promise you follow the method, you could get one of these 50 cards for almost free, and I'm not joking. I got about 1/3 of the fresh players, the 82 overall fresh players for this Cromartie set done in a 2-day span using this method. I promise you it's really, really good. If you're not a YouTube member, you might want to think about becoming one. If you are, make sure you go to that community section, access all of that content. There's 2 different methods, 7 different videos out there that you guys can utilize to make coins. And we're going to go ahead and take the 1/3 of the cards that we basically got for free to do this set. We bought the rest of them. We're putting them in this set, and we're getting Antonio Cromartie right here on the squad. Now, earlier this week, they put out solos that gave us power-ups, and we got this fantasy pack to give us power-ups for some of the earlier 50 cards. I don't see, well, I shouldn't say I don't see. I know for sure that these new guys like Cromartie, Vernon Davis, Patrick Willis, they're going to stay expensive because those cards are not going to be in those packs from a couple days ago. It was only for the early releases. So while it did remedy the cost of the older cards, the newer cards this week and going forward until we get something like that again are going to remain high. So I could only imagine how expensive that Cromartie power-up is going to be. We'll check in a moment. As far as the cards go, we'll take a look at stats and whatnot in a moment. Even though I'm picking up the Cromartie, I will tell you, we're getting too many cornerbacks at this point. I had to make kind of a decision on my roster on what to do because we have so many of them. We have a lot of the top tier cards, and there's just too many corners. I thought for sure we would get a running back this week. Maybe we're going to get a running back legend on Saturday. We'll find out tomorrow and see what happens. But here's the Cromartie. We're going to say about 360K right now for the full card. And I bet the power-up is equally as expensive. Now, honestly, if I really wanted to make some coins, I could just sell both of these cards and kind of make bank right now. But of course, they are cards that I want on the squad. So I don't know if I have enough training. We might catch a little bit of an L in this video here by trying to power this one up. But I made a decision, a tough decision, one that a lot of Twitter disagreed with me on. We got rid of Deion Sanders basically for Antonio Cromartie. You'll see the lineup here in a moment once I hopefully power this card all the way up, and we're going to be short of training. Fast forward a few minutes later, we're good to go here. Let's go ahead and continue to power up this Antonio Cromartie. I'm curious to see, right, we're going to have him with full lockdown. We're going to put some shaker on him probably. Hopefully I can afford it. I barely can, but we will be able to. I can get a lot of team chems here. It doesn't really matter which one I go with. We'll just put Chargers because that's what the card art shows as well. We're going to put full lockdown on him. Hopefully I got enough training for shaker as well. Looks like I should. All right, I was cutting it close. We can't put any abilities on him, but we'll add those later. For the most part, I put acrobat on all of my cornerbacks and bottleneck on my outside receivers for the X Factor. But you guys will see that in a moment. But here he is, 96 overall, and as I was saying earlier, I made a decision. We got rid of Deion. A lot of people on Twitter said I was crazy and stupid for doing it. The main reason was because my 1 and 2 used to be DRC and Namdi, and I think this Cromartie's card is an upgrade over Namdi because he's faster, his press is better, his man coverage is better. And Deion was actually my 4th CB. Now, I have 4 DBs on the field, or I should say 4 CBs on the field, a lot of times at the same time. So I need 4 good corners for my defensive scheme. and the decision became Denzel Ward or Dion, and I tell you, Denzel Ward just makes so many plays for me. That's why we did it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this card. 96 overall, so now we have DRC last week, Cromartie this week, the Cromartie brothers, even though they're not really brothers. I mean, look at this card, 93 speed, he's 6'2", so he's taller than Dion, obviously. 98 man, so I actually got him faster than better man coverage than Dion, and then look at the 97 press. I mean, you just can't get better than that. Like, this card is insanely good. Just a goon. So he's added to the squad, and I'm not regretting it at all. I like how this guy, the card just looks overall. I think him and DRC on the outside hopefully are going to cause some havoc for my opponents. So we'll end the video by taking a look at the other two cards that came out today. Patrick Willis, good to see him back in the game. Many thought that he might get a Most Feared card whenever Most Feared comes out, but that does not seem to be the case. But here he is anyway. The problem with Patrick Willis is, all I can think of when I see elite middle linebackers in the game is we got a free Sam Mills. Now, obviously, Patrick Willis is taller, but for the most part, like, Sam Mills, for me, is over 90 speed. His zone coverage, I think, is in the 90s. His hit power is pretty high as well. I just don't see any reason why I need to spend coins or money on this card when I have Sam Mills. Other than the height factor, just not the move for me, but good to see Patrick Willis in the game. He's always a fan favorite. And then the other card is Vernon Davis, another 49er. This card doesn't do it for me because the route running threshold, the medium route running threshold, I've talked about this before. Once you hit 90 medium route running like Jermichael Finley has, you get better animations, quicker cuts, better route running, especially against man coverage. And Vernon Davis just doesn't have it. So this card, though he's fast, he can run block, he's a good card. For me, I want that 90 route running. Of course, you can add play fake onto your team to boost that up, but it's just not there for me. So we're going to pass on this one, but this keeps the streak alive of every single week getting new 50 cards that I pick up at least one for the squad, and Cromartie is it. Let me know, did I make the right decision with the cornerback switching that I did? Thank you guys for tuning in. We should be on Twitch tonight. If you want to see this card live in action, you can always find me. My Twitch channel's right there on your screen. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace!